Hi guys and girls, I'm Obsidian Ant and welcome back to Elite Dangerous. Today I wanted to check out a new message that has been discovered, this one from a communications beacon located at a scientific installation as well as a number of other installations throughout the game. Now these areas are called Eagle Eye. There's Eagle Eye 1 through to I believe Eagle Eye 6, there may be a few more, I'm not exactly sure, but I'm here looking at Eagle Eye 1. The comms beacon gives off a rather unusual message, but it has been done in the game many times before. So instead of relying on out-of-game resources, what I wanted to do this time was try and figure it all out for myself. Now I did manage to do that, and I thought I'd show you exactly how you can do it for yourself so you don't have to rely on out-of-game resources either. Now it was a real pleasant surprise to come along to this area and find it's one of the areas you just don't normally see very much within the game. It seems to be using the arena or CQC assets. Personally, I'd love to see a whole load more gameplay be done around these sort of places. At any rate, around here you'll find the comms beacon, or an unregistered comms beacon to be more precise. Simply fly out to it. You don't need to scan it. I thought you may need to, but you don't need to do it. You just need to get close enough and then wait for the message to start broadcasting. And the message is on a loop, so you won't miss it, but you do want to really be there for the beginning of it. Now I said you won't need any out-of-game resources. I guess I lied, because you will really need a pen and paper. So get that ready, and when the message starts broadcasting, write down what comes out. The message begins with numbers and then continues on with letters. Now there is a bit of a technique to this, and I'll explain that in just a moment.
2, 0, 8, 1, 1, 8.
So you'll notice there's a longer pause between each separate number and each word. It's quite important to get this right, as it will help you decode the message a little further in. So this message is using the Nato phonetic alphabet, and if you need help with that, there's a link below taking you to a website which will help you decode. So once you've got the full message down, you'll be able to go on and try and break this. So essentially this is a cipher. More specifically, it's the Caesar cipher. Now the Caesar cipher is a shifted alphabet. Basically you'll write down the alphabet A through to Z, and then below it you'll shift the letters across either one space, two spaces or three spaces, as many as you like. So the A would become a C, the B would become a D, and so on. But this message is a bit of a different variant on that. It actually uses a keyword, so I've gone on to explain that right here. The thing that you would probably have noticed about this message then is that it's split into two parts essentially. It begins with a number and then continues with letters, and although there are some numbers in the later part of the message, they're not as important as the first part. Essentially, the first part, the numbers, these are a key. So what we're going to do is put them in here. The first numbers are 20, 8, 1, 18, 7, 15, 9, 4, and 19. Now this is the key to the message. This is the code or the keyword that will allow us to break the cipher. So the 20th letter then of the alphabet is T. Okay, and you're going to work out what this is probably already. The 8th letter is H. The first is A, obviously. Then we have R. Then we have G, O, I, D, and S. So yep, Thargoids. So Thargoids is the keyword. So what we need to use is the Caesar cipher. And let's actually move this down to make it a little bit easier, get that out of the way. We've got the alphabet up here, all the way across to Z at the end. So the first part we're going to put in is the keyword. So Thargoids. And then we continue on the alphabet, but miss the letters that are included in the keyword. So we don't want an A, but we do want a B. Next up is C. Okay, now we want to skip D because that's in the Thargoids word, so we can skip D and go straight to E. And we continue on like this until we get all the way to the end of the alphabet. So this is the key to the puzzle then. Right, so the first message, or the first part of the code here was P, J, A, U, N, G. So now we can actually physically work this out. So a P is along here somewhere. A P is, no, it's an L. Where's P gone? A P is actually an S. So S, a G is an E. An A is a C. A U is a U, so that's easy. An N is a R, and a G, again, we've already got that, is an E. So the first word is secure. And through using this cipher, we can work out the entire message. Secure anomalous signal detected, HIP 16440, 1E investigate urgent, and yes, that's how it's spelled, anomalous. So it's pretty clear then, we have to investigate planet 1E in HIP 16440. Now unfortunately, this is where things really do start to fall apart if you don't want to use external game resources. You need to locate a Thargoid base, and this could be anywhere down on the planets, and unfortunately it's not using the same system that the New Guardian ruins are using. The New Guardian ruins, when you jump into the system, you can find them immediately once you're within 1000 light seconds. But the Thargoid bases are older and they don't seem to use that system, so you'll either have to locate it manually or use an out-of-game resource to find the coordinates. Now there's a website I've linked below that will show you exactly where the base is located, and I'll link an older one of my videos showing you how to use the coordinate system within the game in order to locate the base. Now you're also going to need a Thargoid scanner as well as a Thargoid probe, or what were previously called Unknown Artifact and Unknown Probe. Now you may be able to find the Thargoid probe in this particular system or any of the other systems that are pointed to. They tend to spawn around ammonia worlds. You need to look for degraded emissions or threat level 0, or preferably a non-human signal source threat 2. The Thargoid artifact, meanwhile, you'll need to locate somewhere else entirely. Both of these I'll detail in another video which is linked below, and you're also going to need to view that video in order to work out what to do at this base if you haven't done it before. Now unfortunately in this video I'm not going to cover everything that this is all about, because I just really wanted to teach you or show you how you can decode the cipher. There is something new you can get from here though. It's a new message and it will point you towards something else. So do check out the video below. It is somewhat old, but it will show you exactly what you need to do here in order to get the result. And then I'll be back with another video showing you what the next step is. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys and girls next time.